to Peralta, and I'm a senior at Westlake High School, and this is my story. I grew up in LA, idolizing my older brother, and, it was cool. You look up your older brother a lot. It led me into a lot of trouble, though. I've been shot at a couple times, and one of those things that just scares the crap out of you. I looked, for a mother in my life, but she was never really there. She had actually let me drink whiskey before I was the age of 13, and that just also started leading me down the wrong path, and I could see myself, doing a lot of sin, and it was just a lot of things that didn't help. At the end of last year, I had a chemistry teacher, and she kept leading me on to go to this Young Life thing, like, on and on. And finally, I got some free time, and I ended up going, and I had one of the most fun times of my life. I went, we were singing, dancing, laughing, playing games, being joked around on, the whole thing. It was really good. And then at the end of it, we had this thing called Jesus Talk, and I remember sitting there, and I'd never listened to something so intently, and I was just astounded and captivated by the way John Shapiro had spoken about Jesus and how he introduced him to me. And it was my first introduction to Jesus, and it just drawed me in. At the end of the night, they asked us if we wanted to go to a Young Life camp. And I was like, at summer camp for a week, it'd be great, So I ended up going. It was like a gut feeling, like something telling me, hey, go, you'll have fun. And I ended up going, and sure enough, I went through the whole week with tons of stories to tell. You can come ask me another time. But the thing I got out of it is my counselors or leaders had asked me, for this 1 week, follow Jesus. He'll take you where he wants to take you. And that's when I first was introduced to God, through Jesus. And I had a lot of questions answered, and a lot of stuff just started going right for me. After the camp, just things fell into place. Financially, everything was good, and it just made me truly believe that there's a God out there, and that Jesus is out there, and that Jesus, is helping me out in my life, and God has helped me out in my life. And since I've gotten home, I shared the story with everybody I could. My little sister is the one I've impacted the most, and I'm really, really excited to see where God is going to take me next.